Hello, everyone. Thank you for checking out this special episode of Really Dicey. This is Manny, and I'm here with Anjali Bhimani. Puppy Roll. Um, it's such a. I'm so angry on myself that I did not hear about the first one that happened last year.
Well, the good
Um,
news is I wouldn't be angry about it. I would be delighted about the fact that you now have something really fun you could watch.
yes, yes, and I mean it incorporates the. I mean, I love animals. I love role playing games. Combining the two is such a fantastic idea. So, for anyone hearing about this for the first time, what is Puppy Roll?
So the Puppy Roll is a live stream charity event where many of the familiar faces you have seen on your screens, whether through TTRPG actual play, television, film, all over, sometimes TikTok, wherever it is, many of those familiar faces will be joining us at the table to play D&D as their pets.
That
And
is wonderful.
yeah, and we are doing it to support and build awareness for Petco Love and Petco Love Lost. Petco Love is a wonderful 501c3 organization that has their hands in so many different animal welfare initiatives. They support shelters and other organizations that help with animal welfare, smaller ones that need more resources. They also have a Petco Love Lost, which is this wonderful website database that you can register your pets on. You can take a picture of your pet, send it in so that they have their own profile. And if your pet is lost, people who find them can just take a picture of your pet and it will tell them where you are. Like it's such a it's such a deal. It's just a game changer, that one. And so we are doing this to build awareness and to support the cause.
If I may ask, you could have done so many different causes. Why this one?
Well, our dog Charlie was a huge, 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 huge part of my life. He just passed in August, and but he was the inspiration for so many creative things in my world, and really changed the course of my life. And I think there is a really incredible and unique relationship and connection that we have with animals. And so many of them depend on us, and we have the ability to help, and we have the ability to support, and we have ability to get them medical attention. And when Charlie was having rough times, it was hard enough. I cannot imagine how hard it would be if we hadn't had the resources, if we hadn't been lucky enough to have the resources and the incredible medical organizations that we had nearby. But there are so many people who don't. And there are so many shelters that don't have those resources. And when they don't have the resources, they can't support the animals that they're trying to help. They can't bring them in, they can't take them in, they can't keep them. So it really is close to my heart because I would not be the person that I am. I think so many of the things that I actually like about myself were things that I discovered through Charlie. And it's his legacy. This is something that I wanted to build to celebrate him and for all of us to be able to do that and to be able to serve animals all over the world. I mean, all over the country, this one, because and all over the world with awareness, because they do so much for us just by existing.
Hmm.
Their energy on the planet is so special. And when you bring an animal into your home is never the same. It's brighter, it's happier.
I 100% agree. Before I go on to my next question, thank you for doing this. I don't think people realize how much animal neglect or pet neglect is such a serious issue.
Yeah.
And again, thank you for this. So the game itself, you have a wonderful cast. Could you talk about them?
I am consistently amazed at the caliber of human, not just the talent, but the caliber of human that just jumps to support the cause when the cause is noble. And these are dear friends of mine. We've got Matthew Mercer, Aabria Iyengar, Ashley Johnson, Maggie Robertson, Jonathan Graziano, and then we have two new players this year that I'm very excited about: Emily Axford and Ginny D. And these are all, for the most part, staples in the TTRPG community and beyond. People may know Jonathan a little bit obliquely in terms of the TTRPG community. He was the human human father, I guess we'll call him. He was owned by Noodle the pug. And during the pandemic, he had created the whole Noodle and the No Bones or Bones or No Bones Day. And it was much solace to many, many people. And so through a mutual acquaintance, I was told about him and told about his now pup, Milton. And so he jumped and he flew out, just was so excited to be a part of it. And he's going to be co-hosting the shenanigans, which is really, really fun.
Oh, that's amazing.
And I
Um,
should say, like so many of these people, yes, they are my friends, of course, and I love them very much, but their animals are like also a huge part of my heart. And so to see them actually getting to portray their animals and all the things that they love about them and the little idiosyncrasies that they know about and share that joy with the world, that is just like that's an embarrassment of riches.
so if I may ask, speaking of the characters being animals, I'm intrigued about your story this time around. I see that there's a subtitle to the Puppy Roll 2 game, The Rise of Gato. Uh,
Yeah.
uh, I don't want to ask you to spoil too much. If I may ask instead, what are your inspirations behind the story? Is there certain movies you go to, music you go to? Where does it come
For this
from?
one, honestly, this one was purely my craziness and my love of my little guy. Because every night I used to, when I wished him good night, every night I would say, I hope you're the happiest dog in the world and I hope you have all the adventures or something like that. I wanted to send him off to sleep with something magical. And the idea that in his sleep he could maybe have a place that came out of that love and the love that he gave to me, that was really a huge spark for me. And also just I played him as a character. I turned him into a D&D character for a one shot I did with B. Dave Walters for the Kickstarter that I wrote from that I ran for my book years and years ago. And that was the moment where I was like, oh, everyone should get to play D&D as their little fur babies because this is so fun. So originally we had wanted to call it Dungeons and Doggies, but that name has been taken. And so a friend of ours, Madigan Hunt, came up with the idea for the puppy roll because of the puppy bowl, and the rest, like all of the ideas, really just come from imagining the most magical place that I could imagine for our dogs. Other things that I've written definitely come out of an amalgam of things that I've read or played through, but this one was just pure silliness and my desire to tell every dog pun that you could possibly share with the world. There are a lot of them, and this happened to me last time we did this, and it's happening again that I can't get through a long text without making a dog pun right now. Like, oh, that's perfect, or that's perfect, or like it's bad. It's a sickness, really. But oh well, it's just fun.
The first game used a light variation of D&D 5e. Do you plan to use the same as well?
Yes, yes. And this year we are blessed enough to not only have the so the entire stream is powered by Petco Love and on the Rehaft, but also we have the support of Wizards of the Coast this time. So there will be some more things interwoven into the story that you may recognize from existing lore and some things that may be coming out soon. We've been working hand in hand with them to throw in a little bit more of that. But yeah, there's a lot of I've been playing D&D since I was 8. So it's a world I'm familiar with in terms of the mechanics and whatnot. And I am a very new DM. The last time we did the puppy roll was the second time I had ever DM'd. The first
Oh,
time
wow.
the first time was the Lego and D&D one shot that we filmed in Denmark for D&D. So I needed it to be as flexible as possible. And happily, I also happen to be playing with such wonderful players that just are there to have fun and probably not probably, they all know the rules better than I do. So for me, it was less about the rules and how could we make this fun. And I do think that I mean, I hope I don't offend anyone by saying this, but I do think that D&D is that. Like we have these incredibly all of these stacks and stacks of rule books that we can go to for reference and we can go to for help creating worlds, and absolutely we can incorporate into our games. But the goal is still to have fun. The goal is still to delight your players and to share in each other's joy and storytelling. And so I said it was a very light version of D&D, but everyone at the table was later like, no, this is D&D. Like this is what it is. You just aren't necessarily paying attention to every single nitty gritty rule right now, every crunchy little bit of it. And that's okay because it's not always meant to be that way.
Hmm. So I'm sold. I can't wait to watch this. So this will be in. I see it's going to be on your YouTube channel, the
Yes, it'll be on my
Sweet.
YouTube channel, which is the word sweet with three E's, ANJ. It's the same as my handle on almost all socials. Last year's stream is still up there for anyone who wants to catch it or wants to catch up on the lore. That's it's still there, but it's going to be on October 20th, starting at 6 p.m. Pacific. And yeah, we can't wait to see you all there. I also have no idea what's going to happen. So I'm as excited to see what chaos manifests as anyone else.
Indeed, and just want to let our viewers know that even if you can't donate, just watching.
Yes, and also please, 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 there are so many wonderful ways that you can participate without donating. Number one is signal boosting. Share with others, share with the world. Number two, if you sign up for the email list at thepuppyroll.com, you will automatically be entered into several giveaways that we'll be doing throughout the stream and throughout the campaign. So there's something in it for everyone. And please just come join the chat. Last time we did it, I got to watch it again and then, watch the chat. And it was so positive and so delightful. I'm hoping that people just check it out just to enjoy that community.
This is awesome. So this will be on October 20th at
Yes, Monday, October 20th at 6 p.m. Pacific.
excellent. Is there any last words you want to say before we wrap up?
Um, you know, don't underestimate the power of simple things that you can do to help animals around the world. One of our shelter partners, one of Petco Love's shelter partners last year, when I asked them, what do you wish that people would do or would know about animal welfare and what they could do? One of the things they said was one of the best things you can do to take care of animals is to get to know the animals in your neighborhood. Because 9 times out of 10, when an animal gets out, who returns them? The neighbors. So
Mm.
get to know your neighbors, get to know the animals in your community because they are just as big a part of that community as any of us. And so there are all sorts of simple things that we can all do. And we are all much more powerful than we realize. And I'm hoping that people realize that we can be silly and have fun and still do it for a great cause.
Thank you so much for your time, and I will put all the links and everything in the description below. And to our viewers, be safe out there. We'll see you next time. Thank you.